What's up everyone, Dave with K-Dubb Productions here. Today what I'm going to show you is a little tip on how to easily gain match your processing in Reaper. Gain match your levels. And this is almost kind of a cheat, so I feel bad sharing it, but I don't feel bad using it. And gain matching is important because you don't want your processing really to... You don't want, the loudness, right? It sounds better because it's louder, and so you want to be careful of that. And once you've got a mix going and a nice balance, you kind of want to try to preserve that balance. And so I use this little hack. It's really cool. I'm gonna shut up and show you. So I've got this track playing, and what you'll see is these, now I've got 4 meters on each track, right? And so the beginning of this is this little plugin, the JS router, channel router, and I simply route from channels 1 and 2, and I send it 3 to 4, and I replace whatever. So I leave it like that. Put it on every channel, every track, but you don't put it on parent tracks, right? So this is my folder. I kind of bust everything into a folder and kind of do some more processing there. But the channels pass through to the folder, okay? So that's good, right? Because, we'll continue this. And you'll see I'll sum it all up in the end, like literally. Okay, so on the right side is channels 3 and 4. This is pre-processing. On the left side of the channel is channels 1 and 2. The left side of the track is channels 1 and 2, post-processing. So this is good. It's not so important. You'll see sometimes I'll bring some things hotter, especially like for background vocals, like the ad-libs that the rappers do. I'll really kind of drive those things hot, and then I'll bring the levels down, right? Because I kind of want that sound. So that's it. All right, I'll do that for all of the channels, all of the tracks, and so you'll see once I engage like the next set of processing on the folder track, the bus, right? The levels change. That maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know. This song is still in the works, and we're not even listening to it right now. But where it's really, really important, right, is down on your mix bus, okay? Because that's where you really want your levels to match, all right? So this is where it is, and once I engage that, and you'll see the channels on there, and now I can do my processing and really be careful about my levels, okay? Especially going into, the next chain over. So that's my little tip, and maybe you like it, maybe you think it's cheating, but here are some caveats, okay? Almost forgot to tell you those. First of all, you use channels 3 and 4 on that track. So that means if you were going to do some parallel processing on that track, you cannot do that. But you can parallel to other channels, right? So I will, oftentimes I will parallel stuff to, the reverb, and I'll already have it set up so that my reverb, I can duck the reverb, right? And so that's set up here already, to bring in the inputs for the sidechain. So you don't have to worry about, the channels going out of hand because they're pretty contained within each track. And you get a lot of channels in Reaper. Each track gets, I don't know, more than I would probably ever use. So if you want to do some parallel processing, you just have to start with some other channels, or just use those other channels. It's just, obviously if you really wanted it to go the other way and have your pre-processing on the left, you would have to change everything. In most plugins, everything would have to be changed. This is a simple thing. Most of my routing is pretty much contained already, so I'm not affecting anything. But if that does, interfere with your normal routing, then, that's something you would have to think about. So, anywho, that's my little thing. Subscribe or whatever, and I'll probably try to think of some other stuff here. All right, later.